Rock and roll.
Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Good evening! Welcome to another lovely Tuesday night for Pathfinder 2E with the super awesome pet people. Pet people? We're not pet people. What are we? Pets, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically pet people. Depends on the hour. Which one we're more at.
You've got me, your lovely host, Molly Mayhem, who plays as a super cool fire sorcerer, Tatiana. Underneath me, you have Cheeky Angel, who plays as this really adorable Leshy named Sephi. Right next to Cheeky, you have our super cool Winter, who plays as no longer the fucking tourist Vivian. And right on the other side of me, you've got our super awesome DM Patrick, who also plays as my little goblin friend Thwack.
Alright. So, last time on Pathfinder, you were kidnapped by the cultists as you were heading towards where you suspect their lair was. You managed to break the anti-magic spell in their little jail and finally picked their way out with a chicken bone. You came up and into the room, and without any of your gear, managed to defeat some of the cultists and rescue Molly Longshanks, the half-orc, half-ogre, not ogre, half-hill giant, who was in the room being tortured. And you let loose the other prisoners, and they are escaping down the passageway to get out. You headed the opposite direction and entered into their large sacrificial chamber where they were holding a ceremony of some variety. And by surprising them in the middle of their ritual, you wrecked their shit.
Hell yeah.
Also saving the sacrifice who was on the altar. You killed off a crab-like creature and a bunch of cultists and their leaders of the ritual. There is clearly more to this complex, and the vengeance that Vivian has sworn, Vivian and Molly Longshanks has sworn, has not yet been fulfilled. So there's more to do.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bring up the map of where you are. All right. Here is the area that you guys have gone through.
Yes.
The room to the farthest north is where Molly was being tortured. The strange sun-like thing is where the jail cells were. And you came down the curving hallway where you kicked the butt of the cultist who had snuck out of the ritual and was smoking his pipe. And then in the ritual room, you did realize that this is a old Sea Lord temple that has been recently taken over by these cultists who are worshiping somebody else, based simply on the extra paint on the floors and how various artifacts have been repurposed to the worship of somebody else. The mouth maw with tentacles is the same symbol that you saw on the medallions of other cultists that tried to jump you. You're all in relatively decent health, and though you have burnt some of your spells. How do you wish to proceed? Or do you have any questions before we proceed?
I mean, I'm only down 3 spell slots total, so I'm really not down enough for me to feel like I need to take a rest. And my hit points are at full. I didn't actually take any damage, so I'm good, I think. And we healed Vesta a little bit, so she's only down 1 point.
Yep.
So
Healed Vesta. Caradan's negative heal, his necromantic healing, helped him out. And so everybody, I think Molly is only down a little bit. So in terms of hit points, everybody's doing pretty good.
yeah, so I'm good to move on. Up to you guys.
Yeah. It's gruesome.
All right. So there are 2 ways out of this room that you see. There is a door in the northwest corner of the room, and then there's a large hallway that heads off directly to the west. How would you like to proceed?
You said the smaller one is like northwest-ish.
Yes, you see the little square in the
Yep.
corner of the room?
I say we check that one first.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm vibing with it.
All right.
I agree.
So approaching the door, it is simply a single wooden door, doorknob, and no window or anything in it. Pretty plain and basic. Now, Thwack has been acting as your rogue lately, so he will step up and check out the door. And as far as he can tell, there are no traps on it.
Good job, but
Because the door doesn't fit too well to the door opening, there's a decent sized crack at the bottom, and he is able to look through the door, underneath the door, and see a little bit of a room. He does see there's a set of feet partway into the room.
Well, Gillen.
feel it. So like a set of feet partway into the room, as in like the person's lying down and their feet are half in and half out, or like feet sees in and someone's like walking around in there.
He sees somebody standing there, just out of range of what he can really see. There's a table and a couple of chairs, stools really, and there's somebody's feet just north of the circle that you can now see. Unfortunately, with as narrow as this door is, it's going to be very hard for you to pull a surprise attack.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, do we just bust in? Because either busting in and attacking or leaving it alone. It's kind of our two options.
No, we should definitely go in.
I'm down for busting it up.
So,
There might be something good in there.
Maybe.
the door does open inward, and let's see, based on a scenario, I'm willing to give you each a single action to charge into the room before initiative starts.
Word.
So, who's going to do the charging?
I will.
Flack and
Word.
Vivian.
Good on
Wait,
ya.
actually, I'll send Zombird in.
Okay. So, your fightery types would be Molly, Caradan, Zombird, maybe Vesta, and maybe Seppi. The other two of you are a little bit more squishy.
Yeah, as long as Vesta stays fairly close-ish, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
She can be like second to last of the fighters through the door. She'll be before Sephi for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, Molly, being the big meat shield that she is, will be the first one to charge through the door.
Yeah.
And so she'll get charges in. Caradan. We'll have Zombird fly overhead, give a little more space. Whack. What you find the person with the shoes is another one of the cultists.
Yep, see, we can't leave anybody alive. Gotta kill them all.
There's also somebody working. Oh, this is apparently the mess hall.
Okay.
There's someone working in the kitchen space. And let's see, let me move this. There are two cultists in the room, and a looks like big burly cook kind of guy. Are either of are any of the casters going to step through the door?
Sure. I'll kind of go in into the side, surrounded by my companions. Safe.
So right behind where Thwack is.
I'll probably go right into the doorway.
Okay. And Vivian, where do you want to end up? We can move Vesta if you want to put her someplace else.
I'll go to the left of Vesta. I'll stand on top of the stool.
Okay. So there is also a door to the north end of this room.
Oh, Roy.
And let's see. I'll zoom this in a little bit.
Thank you. So is there a total of
Alrighty.
3 cultists in here?
What was that?
Is there a total of 3 cultists in here?
Yes, one of them being a cook.
Okay.
All right. Everyone, roll your initiative.
Ew.
Across the bone, that.
I quit.
Yeah. I got a 20. Steffi got 20.
Okay.
I got a 26.
I mean, technically I got a 12, but I put a 1 on the die. Go ahead and get that nat 1 out of the way.
You know, sometimes
Whoops.
it just feels like that. better if you get the nat 1 to the initiative roll than for, like, a spell you really need or something. You know?
Right?
I don't know. Angel. Yeah. We have to talk to this.
And the cook gets a nat 20 on their initiative.
Jeez. What gave you the right?
They a hoe.
I agree.
Real.
So the cook was facing right towards the door as you bust in and surround the cultist right there. He is a burly fellow, but he didn't have any weapons in hand. So instead, he practices his specialty, throwing cooking knives at you.
I thought it was gonna be
Honestly, that is
spoons.
oddly more terrifying.
I'm waiting for wooden spoons to come across like we're in Grandma's kitchen. Don't you eat that cookie dough!
I
Alright.
see you. Don't think I don't see you. Violent. Absolute bad lad, as they say.
Vivian, being the closest, he throws the first knife at you. Does a 23 beat your armor class?
Give me just a second. I have to
Okay.
open my character sheet.
Do you have your dice or dice?
Actually,
history?
23. I have a 23 armor class.
Okay, it manages to just ping off of your shoulder. You have a small scratch that does nothing.
Good.
All right. Next one, he throws at Vivian again, but is not high enough to beat your armor class.
Good.
Let's see. That one goes. Wow, he just keeps throwing them at you. Probably because you're the closest one. And after being unable to hit you with shit with the first few knives, he's emptying his knife block and he's doing it fast. Yep. And he's good at this. There is actually a target board on the wall behind you that apparently this is where he practices.
Of course.
Zombird gets hit with a nat 20.
Ooh.
And takes 4 points of damage from the knife that flung at him. And let's see. Final knife goes at Thwack, but his armor defeats it.
Yay.
Alright. Vivian, your turn.
Alright, I am going to. We didn't get any of our spells back.
Nope.
Whack. Okay, I am going to cast. Whirling Scarves.
Scarves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let me pull up the spell. You surround yourself in a vortex of whirling, colorful scarves of force that obfuscate you and disorient your foes. You gain the benefits of the concealed condition, but only against ranged and melee attacks. When a melee attack fails to hit you because of a flat check, yeah, so I'm just going to cast that, and it makes me concealed.
Okay. You are now a whirling mass of scarves and color.
Ooh,
Very
pretty.
Alright, how many actions was that?
That was 2 actions.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Guidance on Tatiana.
Alright, Tatiana's got a +1 on her next turn. Caradan and Zombird each have 1. Caradan has 2, Zombird has 1 action. Let's say we didn't move him quite so far away from the battle. he can either strafe one of these two opponents, or go chase down the third one. What do you want to do, Vivian?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
It's Zombird's. He has one action, and he could attack one of these two guys.
He's gonna attack the closest guy to him.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
Alright.
I still haven't given you a character sheet for Zombird.
16.
All right, 16. That will hit the cultist, but not a very strong hit. He just gives him a little cut across the face.
Okay.
Let's see which cultist is which. All right. Okay, Caradan. 2 actions. Vivian.
Caradan is going to use his sword and attack.
Okay. Roll his attack.
Alrighty, he got he got 24 to attack.
That definitely hits.
Alright. And then so 1d8 plus 8 damage, so he got 11 damage to that, and then he gains back 4.
Okay. He has another action.
He's gonna attack again.
Okay.
He got 26 to hit.
That hits again.
Alright, and then he does 13 damage.
Well, that's all that wrote for the cultist.
Got him.
Sushi's tail is wet.
What you do, you silly boy?
All right.
Okay, and then that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Sephi.
Excellente. So I'm gonna go for broke with a spell and summon a leopard.
A leopard. Okay.
I'm here for
It
this.
is going to go. I wanted to summon it kind of right in front of Vivian, and it's going to do a pounce, where it strikes at the end of its movement.
Okay, your leopard's going to look like a wolf.
Okay, that's fine.
It was either that or a badger.
Well, I got a nat 20. Oh, mayo.
Okay.
Honey badger don't take no
nat
shit.
20 claw attack, and it is 1d6 slash damage. Oh no! They got 4 points of slash damage.
Okay.
1d6 was 3.
You rolled. What did you do? Roll a 1 on the 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So they take 8 points of damage.
4 points of slash damage.
You got a crit. It doubles.
Say that one more time.
You got a crit. The damage doubles.
Yeah, well, at least it got 8 points of damage.
Right.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay.
Me and the leopards will turn.
Is that all of your actions?
Yeah, because it was 3 actions to summon and they get 1 action.
Okay.
Unless I give them more actions, which I can't because I used all of mine to make it exist.
Alright. Thwack's turn. Not wanting the cultist up by the other door to raise any alarm before you guys get him nice and quiet. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good job, Black.
He charges up to where the cultist is and going to wreak havoc on the poor guy. Putting a nasty little wound into the guy's shin. Oops. Okay. I'm going to take another swing at him, which is again enough to hit. And second hit's not so good, but
That's something there.
all right. The cultist standing in front of Thwack, let's see, will reach into his bag and attempt to chug a potion. Thwack's attack of opportunity misses, and the cultist downs this strange blue-greenish potion that you've seen before.
Yikes.
It's the potion of frenzy that you've seen. His eyes widen up, his pupils dilate, and he attacks with no fear and a bit of insanity in his face. But it also screws with his aim, having done so, and misses Thwack.
Nice.
Alright. Looking like the cook is well surrounded, Molly will also move up with Thwack and engage the cultist.
There.
She is not particularly good with that axe. She really needs some training. She does manage to deliver a small blow to him out of the 3 swipes, but they're kind of lacking in skill, so they're random and kind of wild. But that one swipe was mean. The entire left arm of this cultist has been severed right off. And he is bleeding heavily. Alright, Tatiana, you're up.
So we're gonna go for a fire arc because it targets 2 creatures for 18.
I do not believe the distance between these two is something that you can bridge with that spell.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Well, then I'll go for produce flame for 18 for the one at the top. I think I
Okay.
can hit that far. Yeah, 60 feet.
Oh yeah, you got him. That hits. Give me damage.
Alright. And 6 points of damage. And then I'm going to give one of my actions to Vesta to attack the cook. And Vesta is going to go So I guess she'll use 1 action to move, and then she'll get 2 bites. And so her first bite for a 28.
Definitely hits.
And that's 1d6 plus 3. So that's 9 points of damage.
Alright.
And a second bite for 22.
That hits as well.
For another 8 points of damage.
So that totals out at what?
17 points of damage on the cook.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Back at the top of the round, the cook, seeing that he's in quite trouble, reaches underneath the table right in front of him and pulls out a giant club. Apparently, this is what he uses for trying to keep a little bit of sanity with rowdy people in his kitchen. And let's see, who's he going to attack? He takes the leopard that's in front of him for a nat 20. Ouch. And the leopard is clubbed for 10 points of damage. Did you get that, Cheeky?
Sorry, say that one more time.
Your leopard just got clubbed for 10 points of damage.
Bummer. Oh, baby.
And he will take another swing, but abysmally misses.
Baby.
Alright, Vivian, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to cast harm
Mm-hmm.
on the one that's about to die. And they have to make a DC check.
Is this a targeted spell, like a ray or something? That you have to actually make the attack spell?
No, it's a DC check, I think, for this one.
Okay.
Let me find it. Yeah, so they have to make a fortitude save against 25.
He rolls a nat 20 and makes his fortitude save.
I see. Okay, in that case, Vivian is going to cast guidance on Sephi, and Zombird is going to attack the guy, and Zombird got
The cook or the cultist?
is I can't tell which ones are enemies and which ones are friendlies.
The cook has the yellow line and is right underneath Vesta. And then the cultist is up way at the top of the map with a small little red dot.
Okay, then Zombird is going to attack the cultist.
Okay.
And Zombird got. Wait, no, the other one.
The one with the yellow?
Yeah.
The cook.
No, yes. And Zombird got a 19.
Okay, 19 hits.
Alright.
This guy's not wearing any armor.
Oof.
Alright, and then Caradan is going to attack with his longsword as well. And he gets nat 20 to hit.
Well then.
He does 12 damage.
So Caradan takes a couple of quick strides up onto the stool and on top of the table and brings his sword down in a jab from above right into the cook, who is now dead. In a rather spectacular spray of blood as the sword goes down through right beside his neck and into the inner cavity of the body,
Oof.
severing the jugular, and just a gurgling noise as he slumps to the ground. For that epic kill, Caradan has 5 extra temporary hit points over his normal amount, and his eyes are glowing a yellowish color.
Nice.
All right, it's Vivian's turn. Sephi.
Alright, so for me, let's see. I was in range to even.
Your leopard could easily make it across the room and
Yeah.
take this guy.
I'm just seeing if I want to do anything with my actions. And I might at least move up a little. No, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna. Everything's within 30 feet. But if I move, that's
Money.
oh, the humanity.
This is a very weak battle, so burning spell slots is probably not necessary.
No, and I'm like, I might even just give actions to my leopard.
Do it.
Yeah. Heck, you know what? I'm gonna give all my actions to the leopard. Balls to the wall.
All right. Give me an
alright.
attack roll. He charges across the room.
Charges across, and he's gonna go for a pounce for the first thing, which is just the strike at the end of the movement.
Right?
He got a 14.
14 total?
Yeah.
14 does not get through his armor.
That's okay. He's gonna try to bite him then.
Okay?
Now he's over there. And he got a 16.
16 does not get through his armor.
We'll try another swipe then. I'm trying to keep track. Basically, I'm giving him my action, so he has. That was one action of mine, basically.
Yep.
Woo! But he went for another claw attack that got a 25.
That definitely hits.
So, my D6 out. Bunny. We got some bunnies visiting. So we get 7 points of claw damage. And then.
Which is just enough to kill it.
Nice.
Terry! And he's not gonna do nothing else. Because I was like, how does Maul work? I don't actually understand.
This pretty much was a mauling.
Yeah. Just more steps.
Alright. You have
So I
killed.
will go up to my leopard and use speak to animals and tell it did a good job.
Okay.
Give it up by
How long does your summon last?
A minute, I think. 10 rounds, basically.
Okay, so you basically just had 2 rounds. So they're with you for, you step through this door quickly, they'll be there, or you can search the room and let the spell expire.
I mean, might as well open that door when we have a leopard.
Yeah, and we can always, because we're probably gonna come back through this room anyway. So we'll search it on our way back.
We make a point of it when the leopard aspires. But
Let's
I still
do it.
pat it on the head and tell it it's a good baby.
Alright. Thwack will step up and open the door and look into the next chamber. And what you find is a dormitory
Interesting.
with 2 cultists in it. There are, let's see, 9 bunk beds in this room. There is a door to the east and a door to the west. No, to the south of the other end of the room, and one to the west.
Alright.
Okay. Let's see, I'm going to keep the current initiative and just
Yeah.
let these 2 guys roll. Okay. Let's see. Now Sephi's turn. Thwack stepped up into the room. He'll use his entire action to move forward and engage the nearest cultist to him, and who he misses. Molly Longshanks. She doesn't know what the hell's going on, but charges after Thwack. And misses the cultist that she swings at. At least Thwack was able to dodge her wild attack. The cultist, who had apparently, been somewhat paying attention, but hearing you in the next room, there was some kind of altercation that, went really quickly. He has his weapons on him and will take a stab at Molly, being the larger and more imposing force. And does a horrible job of trying to get through Molly's armor. There are bunnies on the screen.
No sweet sniper bunny.
Bunny!
Bunny. You
They're
seem
so
really
cute.
But I figured I showed up one night.
Yeah, I like bunnies.
Alright.
From London. Okay, back to the point.
Tatiana, it is your turn.
I am far, far, far away.
You are way back here in the doorway.
Yeah.
You could use 2 actions and get into the room.
Yeah, we'll do that. And Vesta will take an action to get in the room as well. I think Vesta has more range. Oh no, she's only 30 feet as well.
But she was a little closer, so
Okay.
that leaves you 1 action.
1 action. I will do an elemental toss for a very large number. 32.
Okay. So go ahead and first tell me which one you're throwing at. You know what?
wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Remember,
35,
you've got extended range.
50.
There's no way this guy's out of your range.
Okay, yeah, he's within 60 feet. It looked like it was almost like right at 60 feet, so but it's like 50 feet, so we're good. So the one farthest away.
Okay, roll damage.
Alrighty, and it's this one. 6 points of damage.
And his head explodes. Your extreme critical hit basically hits him and throws his body back against the wall, and there's, not so much left of his, from the neck up.
Amazing.
Okay. Well, that kind of completely blows his turn out of the water.
Just a wee bit.
Vivian, your turn. Being all the way back down here, you could use 2 turns to charge in after them, or you could just putter around in here. That cultist is probably not going to last very long.
I'll go ahead and charge in there. Or actually, well, is there a room beyond that?
There are 2 doors leading off of this room. One directly going to the west, and one to the southwest.
Right, I'll go ahead and charge into that room.
Okay. That will take you 2 actions to get there. Caradan will follow you because he has no choice.
Right.
Zonberg as well.
Then I will cast Daze on the guy.
Okay.
Done.
You get a will save.
Give me just a second. Yep, will save.
He gets an 18 for his will save.
He needed to beat a 25, so.
Okay, what's the effect?
So it is. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh gosh, okay. It does 21 damage?
21
21.
damage.
Yes, sir.
He's dead.
Okay. Okay. I say we loot the bodies before moving on.
Okay.
Well, you're only moving quickly so Sephi didn't lose her critter. Her leopard friend.
Oh, we can keep moving quickly.
Alright. Which doorway do you want to investigate?
I say the west one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with whatever.
Alright. So Thwack will move up and inspect the door. This one is a much better door. These ones are, while these rooms are much nicer carved than that rough cavern that was the sacrificial space.
Can I move up into the room with everybody else?
Yep.
Yay. But, yeah. Is this like a mess hall, sleeping arrangement type of thing?
This was the bunk room.
God.
Look at you over here. Of course, living your very best life.
All right. This is a very stout door with again no windows or anything in it. And the door opens towards you.
Whoa.
Back there. Table.
Well, Black's already there.
All right. Gonna just open the door, see what you find.
Yep.
Okay. It is a short hallway, and standing in the middle of it is a swordswoman. She looks calm and possessed and quite capable. Let's see, what's her initiative? The speed at which you've come through these rooms means that she's really was not prepared more than standing at her guard post.
Good. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's have everybody re-roll initiative.
Did I lag behind?
28.
That's an improvement for you.
Got... One second. I got the wrong sheet for my house, so now I have to look it up on my phone.
Got 24.
I got 35. 16 plus 9.
And what did you say, Vivian?
24.
Okay. Sethi has the first opportunity to address the swordswoman standing before her.
Nice. What does she want?
This guard is standing in front of a door. Clearly there's something worth guarding.
Yeah. I might tangle put her only because then she can't do a whole lot else. Anyway. Phone does not like that face. So it would be 22. Okay.
Okay. Uh, 22 does not hit.
I'll give my last action to my critter, and they will use it to pounce once.
Okay.
And they did a pounce with claw. Should I do a pounce plus jaws for 27.
Okay, that does hit.
Yay!
I hear you. What are you doing?
So 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Plus an
They're so beautiful. Come here. Let's scoot over. Let's scoot over.
What is the leopard's strength? Or just give me a strength
is-
check for it.
Okay.
Look, I taught her a new trick.
Oh,
She's in the chair with me.
nice.
Oh.
No,
What
no,
was
no.
the baby?
I lost her. Get back up.
So it says strength is +3.
Come on.
Okay, so roll a d20 and give me a plus 3.
Your butt's
Oh,
too big.
22.
Okay, so the leopard wins the strength check and actually knocks down the swordswoman.
Good.
So leopard is on top of the swordswoman as she is trying to wrestle with the being pounced on by the leopard. Not what they
It's my
expected for their
baby.
Tuesday.
Hmm?
Not what the swordswoman expected on a Tuesday.
I bet not.
Okay, Tatiana, your turn. Once you finish selfieing with the dog.
She won't look at the camera.
That is important, Patrick.
I'm not dissing this, it's just, when you're done selfieing with the
It's-
dog.
Gaia, Gaia, look at the camera. Look at.
After Tatiana is going to be Vivian's turn, so plan your action.
Oh my god. I love this dog. I love you, Gaia. You're the best. Alright. Let's fuck this bitch up. It's something good.
Now, one difficulty is that they are both, the leopard and the swordswoman are taking up the same space.
So, I'm probably gonna hit the leopard at the same time.
There is a possibility, and if you'll wait a moment, I'm going to go see who's at my front door.
Okay. I just
like
love on the
selfie
puppy.
body, so.
You look at the baby.
RB. Earbud.
You're such a good girl. Gaia, look at you. Can you see you on the TV? Look at you. Gaia, look at you. Look at how cute you are. Look at you. Just look at you. I love you. You're the best puppy ever. Gaia. Gaia. Why did you get up here just to look the other way from me? What was the point of this?
So, I just had a, maybe 10-year-old, 12-year-old boy show up at my door and ask if I could pay him to shovel my walks.
Stay. Stay.
I'm definitely having that happen.
That's awesome. Gaia, look at you. Look up. Up. Right here. Almost. You did.
All right.
Right here.
So, let's see, whose turn was it?
Yeah. She's a good girl. You look at her. You're so good. Alright. I got a... Why can I not count? 24.
24.
Yeah.
And what are you doing?
Fire splash. Supposed to target one creature, but
Yeah. Because it's a splash, it hits both of them.
Cool. Oh, sorry,
So-
Sophie.
Give me damage.
5 points of damage.
All right. So the leopard also takes 5 points of damage.
Okay. Oopsies. Sorry, leopard. And
Doing anything else?
Vesta will take my other action. she will go in there and do a bite as close to the face as she can get for 18.
18. 18 does not hit.
Alright, and she'll try one more bitey bite for 31.
31 does hit.
Where's my dice? 9 points of damage.
All right.
Doo-doo-doo. Kaya.
Okay.
Kaya.
Vivian, your turn. Is that a cat you're cuddling?
Yo,
Mom.
what's a sweet cat?
That is adorable.
What cute.
You are muted, by the way.
Sorry, I said I was gonna cast Daze.
Okay.
You have to make a will save against 25.
Okay, you actually managed to get her instead of the leopard.
Okay.
And
And it hits for. Oh, wait. If it does hit, sorry.
they do not make the saving throw.
Okay, then I get 26 damage.
26?
Yes.
Holy shit.
You stay.
Jeez.
Oh.
You stay.
That's
You love me.
okay.
You love me. Can I have a kiss?
Oh, wait, hold
Have
on.
a kiss? Thank you. You're joking.
Oh, I lied, sorry. My spellcasting ability modifier. No, that's right, right? 17 would be my spellcasting ability modifier.
No, that's the skill. The modifiers would only be the plus next to it.
Ow! Yeah, so plus 17. Spell
No,
attack is 17.
your spell casting skill modifier. So that's going to be either wisdom or intelligence or charisma, whatever the plus is next to that.
Gotcha. Okay, then it's 13. It's for 13.
Okay.
You trying to get down?
And then she's gonna cast guidance on Vesta.
He's such a good girl.
Okay.
And then-
That has a +1 next time.
Okay.
Alright. And then if Carradine and Zombird attack, do they have a chance of hitting the leopard?
There's really no room to get into this hallway with Vesta occupying that space.
Okay, then I'll leave it go. Let it go.
Okay. Whack.
Yeah.
Pulls out his bow and attempts to put some arrows into. Okay. Two of the arrows end up sticking into the door, but one of them actually manages to stab the swordswoman. Okay. She is going to try and get this leopard off of her. Sethi, give me a strength check for the leopard again.
Leopard. Give me 1 second to find where my dice ran off to now that I got up and set back up again. There we go. So 13.
Okay. She manages to get up and shove the leopard off of her.
Boo.
And turns and strikes with her sword for a 26 at the leopard.
That probably hits, so let me check just to make sure. Yep.
Okay.
My base.
For 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, that's 7 points of damage.
Then we'll get 13 points.
Okay.
Winter, come back to us, Winter.
Thank you.
To be fair, the Stuffy Pit is far too comfy. You are working at a disadvantage there. I
Yep.
do agree with you.
All right.
Winter isn't as
It's Molly Longshank's turn, but there's no place that she can get into this hallway. And so she's holding back. Top of the round, Sephi.
Let's see. What do I want to do? I'll probably just do an electric arc, and then let my kitty kind of do the rest. But you know, getting that one, nothing happens. Maybe something bad. Just to say.
Okay, let's see what happens with your spell. And no, it just fizzles.
Good. That definitely could be worse. Alright, and then we're going. Kitty Cat's gonna shake off it's fallen over and try to swipe at her for 26.
26 hits.
But it only gets 4 points of damage. We tried, Kitty Cat, we tried.
Okay. Tatiana, your turn. The cat is no longer on top of the swordsman. You've got a clear shot.
All right.
Well, let's start with the recurring damage from Vesta. That's how much? A D4?
Yeah. 1d4. 2 points. And produce flame for nat 20.
Okay. Give me damage.
8 points of damage.
The silk robes over top of this woman's armor are all on fire now.
Vesta goes for a tail slash as close to the face as she can get for a 24.
24 does not hit.
No! Darn. Alright, well, one last try for a 19, so she tried.
Nope.
Oh wait, she gets one more action. She gets 3 total. And the other would be a 22. So, nope, not this time. She tried.
Yep. Alright. Vivian.
Vivian's gonna cast Daze again.
Okay.
Make a will save against 25.
Nat 20, she succeeds.
Okay. Vivian's gonna cast guidance on Caradan.
What are you doing? He's sick.
Caradan still doesn't have any space that he can get into the hallway, so
That's okay.
you might be more effective if you cast guidance on Vesta or the leopard.
Oh, she's gonna cast guidance on the leopard then.
Okay. So, Seppi, next round, the leopard gets a +1.
That's excellent.
Okay. Thwack sends a rain of arrows down the hall, and does not manage to hit the hit the swordswoman.
Good try, Flack.
All right. Next up, the swordswoman. What is Vesta's armor class?
Vesta's armor class would be a 20.
Okay. She rolled it. She got a total of 20. So Vesta just barely manages to dodge.
Whew.
She probably got one of her whiskers sliced.
Oh.
And that's all the swordswoman manages to accomplish. Okay. It's her turn. Molly Longshanks, seeing an opportunity, hurls her axe over top of Thwack and Vesta's heads at the swordswoman. Jesus Christ. For a nat 1,
Oh no.
the swordswoman easily sidesteps the flying axe, which embeds itself in the door right behind her,
Oh, goodness.
pretty much blowing the door wide open.
You know, it's so bad. Maybe terrible. Who is this? Oh, not so bad at all.
Give me a perception check.
Everybody?
Yep.
I
28.
got a 19.
Okay. What you see through the doorway is what looks to be a bedchamber. And there's movement over in one corner.
Oh, that's E. Well, I mean, wrap this puppy up and then go explore in there.
Yep. And get all the loot.
Well, we're loot hunting.
Let's see. That was Molly's turn. So, Seppi, your turn.
I'm going to do the kind of thing I did last time with trying to zap sword lady. Or a for a 20.
20 does not hit.
And then my little kitty cat's gonna go in for a bite. Try to grapple. And got a 26.
26 hits.
Yay! And she'll take she'll take 4 points of damage. She's grappled.
Okay.
Yep.
is hurting pretty bad.
It's getting them for burn.
Okay. Tatiana.
Okay, the one in Vesta is still alive in front of Vesta.
Yes.
Okay. So Vesta gets another persistent damage,
Okay.
which would be 4 points.
All right.
And she looks almost dead, so I'm just gonna let Vesta take her action before I take mine, just in case. Vesta goes for a bite attack for 21.
21 does not hit.
Okay. And I'll give her one of my actions so she can get 2 more. She gets a nat 20!
All right. Probability is this lady's dead. But roll damage.
9 points of damage! Probably have 1 hit point left.
She had 4.
Oh, 4. Okay, well Vesta got 9, so whoopah! And then Vesta still has 1 more action, because I gave her one of mine to give her 2. So she's gonna move in to the room. Wait, is the door open or no?
The door is open. It has been blown off of its hinges.
Okay, so Vesta's gonna run into the room, with 1 square in between Vesta and the bad guy. And
Okay.
then I'm going to use one of my actions to move in. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'll probably be right inside the door.
Okay.
Because I can only move 30 feet. So
We'll just set you right there off to the side.
yeah, as far as I can move in. And then I have 1 single action left, which I can do elemental toss at the bad guy for... I don't know how to math. 29 plus 5, 34.
34 hits.
For 7 points of damage. Dun-dun-dun. And that's the end of our turn.
How much damage was that?
7.
Okay. Vivian, your turn.
Alright, gonna cast Daze again. They have to make a will save.
They beat it.
Okay. Is Caradan or Zombird able to get in?
They definitely could.
Okay, then I'm gonna send in Zombird and Caradan.
Zombird, 10, 20. Alright, so
Zombird rolled a 7.
Zombird he makes it into the room. He does not have enough actions to get to an attack.
Okay.
Caradan can charge and end up attacking the person.
Okay, he'll do that. He
Okay.
got a 28,
That hits.
and then 28, and then damage is 14.
14 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, math.
Nah.
Okay. Thwack will also charge into the room. Let's see. Makes it into the room and manages to put one arrow into your opponent.
One is better than none.
Okay. The demonologist that you are facing manages to finish the spell that he was casting and summon forth a demon into the room.
Oh, fudge.
The demon erupts in unholy fire into the middle of the space, and let's see. Despite the picture, she doesn't actually have 6 arms.
What a lame demon. You demon people aren't even good at summoning cool demons.
Oh no, if the picture that I had for a demon is called a Marilith, and that's like a 17th level creature. I believe my snow shoveler has come back for his fee, so I'm going to need to
Toss him a few gold coins.
Yep.
Go.
Alright, I'll be back momentarily.
Let me just the snow shoveling. My favorite part about renting is not shoveling snow.
That's fair.
You ain't shoveling snow.
Something breaks, I'm just like, hey, landlady.
I don't think I've ever shoveled snow. I would probably do it just because I've never done it, and then give me like a few times, and then I'll get tired of it.
I give you about one time, and you'll probably be tired of it. It's not pleasant. It's definitely the very definition of manual labor.
Well, that's what we have slaves for.
That is true.
Wow.
Bark, bark.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Black, exactly. Male slaves, I should rephrase. That's what we have male slaves for. I wouldn't make my female slaves do that. Get out of here. They're too cute and pretty.
To be fair, if I absolutely had to, I would make
I mean, if somebody delegated me to make sure the snow was swept off the sidewalk, then I would hire somebody else to do the shoveling.
Oh
and that
my
is
god.
modern solutions for modern problems. Be like, I got it taken care of.
The task is complete.
Same. That's what I'm like. I did snow removal for many neighbors for many, many years. But yeah, that elderly neighbors. So I'm like, I did a lot of shoveling snow for a lot of elderly neighbors for a lot of years. Yep. They're sweet. They're sweet. Oh my doggy.
God, beans.
But I'm like, yeah, no, I am well acquainted with snow shovel. But I definitely would sit there and pretend that I was just a day laborer in like the Alaskan wilderness.
Did you eat all the lemonade cookies yet?
No, I'm saving them.
You're saving them.
One.
My mom needs
Actually, I'm gonna go get one. That sounds really yummy right now.
Yeah, what are you saving them for?
Because they're my favorite cookies in the world, and I only get them once a year.
Fair. The next time I'll buy you 2
The
boxes.
entire year. Then I end up never eating them and having like hordes of lemonade cookies.
Oh my god.
I
Hoarder!
finally find a Girl Scout. So
I'll be back.
I got all the things I needed. And then there was 2.
Including lemonades or no?
She's gone.
No, you.
Oh, I got lemonade. I got, like, there are lemonades here, but my mom sent me a box. And I got one of each except for the gluten free. Yeah.
Did you get the s'mores kind?
I got candy.
Okay, whose turn was it? Oh yeah, it was the demon.
One of each except that I got 4 boxes of Tagalog. Alright, moving on.
Amazing. I'm fucking here for it.
Oh my god, could be wise. I already ate personally 1 box of Tagalog.
So the demon erupts into the room, and Thwack says, "Oh shit!" as the demon takes a swing at him and lands a powerful blow against Thwack, which knocks him back into this curtain that's next to him, but it is an ugly wound.
Oh no.
Okay, let's see who's in the room and can see the demon.
Me?
Okay. Everyone give me a will save.
Including Vesta?
Yes.
I got a nat 20. And
You're good. And because this is your familiar, she's also good.
Okay, because I was good. Vesta got a 22 otherwise.
Let's see, Thwack. Thwack's busy rolling around in the sheets or the curtains that he just ripped off the ceiling as he went flying into them.
Fucking Thwack.
Caradan and Zomber don't actually need to make a saving throw, simply because this was a fear effect, the aura of fear that this demon puts off.
Ooh.
But they're undead. Fear does not affect them.
Fabulous.
All right. Let's see. That was the demonologist's turn. Oh, you get. The demonologist strikes with the staff that he has, Caradan whacking him upside of the head, and does 9 points of damage to Caradan. Let's see, that's his turn. Molly's turn. She charges into the room. Let's see how, on spotting the demon, she gets a nat 20 on her saving throw, and so the her desire for vengeance outweighs her fear of spotting a demon in the room.
Hell yeah.
It's a lesser demon, but still a demon. And gets a nat 20 on one of her attack rolls.
Woohoo!
Super unafraid.
She's neither afraid and really wants to get some vengeance in of her own. Oh, that's funny. So, let's see. Anybody who's seen the demons can roll occultism to know what kind of demon it is.
Me? Me.
Or religion check, whichever's better.
Occultism, most definitely. I got a 24.
Okay. He summoned up a succubus.
Oh, me in real life? I'm just kidding.
Aha,
Yep.
hi.
So,
Alright.
I had to go and check what the appropriate level of creature was, and just turns out that's what it is.
Woohoo!
Okay. And the succubus took Molly a massive hit with a magical weapon. All right. So that was Molly Longshank's turn. Top of the round, Sephi. You've got maybe 2 more rounds for your leopard.
Fix it. I'll move in at least the doorway,
Okay.
and then I might give a bunch of actions to the kitty cat. Let's go big or go home, you know?
Yep.
Let's see. So he's going to run and pounce at the summoner.
Okay, give me a will save as he enters the room.
And I got 19 for my will save. I don't know if that means anything.
You're right on the cusp. You do not want to enter this room. That thing is terrifying.
Oh, really? He got a 10.
He's not going in there.
Right.
Rats.
Right. I mean, I guess I'll do electric arc.
Okay.
Can't give any to the kitty.
Which one are you
And,
attacking?
The caster still.
Okay.
For 26.
26 hits.
And then for 6 points of damage. Good damage roll. All at once.
We're only quarters in now, aren't we?
Yeah. I'm in this back corner thing now.
The skull things that you guys have left to eat.
No, we killed those already. Skulls are dead, and those guys are who we're fighting.
Okay, that was Sephi's turn. Tatiana.
Okay, so based on the 28 that I got for occultism, do I know if the demon has any particular weaknesses or...
That was a pretty good score. So there actually can be metaphysically hurt by being rejected. So if somebody manages to turn away one of the succubus's advances, either a magical one, or, you know, even if she just tries to say, "Hey there, big boy, how you doing?" and they manage to beat the will save required, then that will actually hurt them.
Physical pain from protection.
Other things you know, that they can switch this fear aura to a seduction aura. And they're really big on using spells to dominate people, to take control, to charm. So they use spells to take control of people's minds.
Interesting. So with this knowledge, I'm gonna do two things here. First thing I'm gonna do is I would yell at the party, "Whatever you do, don't succumb to the succubus!"
Don't get horny. Whatever you do. Vivian, I'm looking at you.
Promises.
keep
Oh god.
Vivian out of here! Fucking slut!
Oh god.
You are not a tourist anymore. You're the fucking slut of the party instead of the fucking tourist.
Yeah.
It's fine. We love you for your sluttiness.
It does that's very interesting.
So I'm gonna go with blistering invective for a 26. Hopefully that's high enough.
26 does beat their armor class.
Woo! Thank the Lord. Alright. So I basically yell at her and I'm like, "I don't know who you think you are coming in here like this, but I can tell you right now, you're not gonna scare me and you're not gonna seduce me. So you can just fuck right off." And burn her. And
Okay, give me damage.
alright, 2d6. Alright.
Oh, it's really, so
I'm like, are you my spirit kitten?
7 points of damage.
incredible.
Ow.
Wow.
Poor little fist. Oh my god.
He does not seem to take any extra damage from your words, but he does take the fire damage that you just slapped her with.
Alright, cool. So
Call it a day. Because, yeah, no, they're tasty.
that was one of my actions. And now I'm gonna go with Fire Arc for an 18.
At who?
It's a 2. It goes for 2 targets.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so both of them.
Yeah.
18 does not hit either one.
Okay, I was afraid of that. Alright, so then Vesta is gonna go for a tail slash at the demon lady, the succubus lady. Tail slash for 23.
23 just barely misses.
Damn it.
You singe the robes she's wearing, and it looks like she's pissed about it.
Alright. Well, the good thing is I get persistent damage on blistering invective. So next round! I got you, bitch!
All right, Vivian. You have just heard that there's a succubus in this room. Give me a will save.
Don't go in there.
What?
Your insanity, you know that a succubus is a sex demon.
I am. Hold on.
Oh,
Nat 20.
Okay, you are
So does that mean I get to
completely
fuck
in
the
control
demon?
of yourself.
So I get to fuck the demon?
No, you're in control of yourself. You decide what you do, as opposed to me telling you what you're going to do.
Alright. So,
You can, at this angle, you cannot see her. Because of the wall, you would have to step forward to be able to see her.
okay. Do you think she's good at sex? Like, on a scale of 0 to a god, like, how good at sex do you think she is?
50% better than a mortal, that's for damn sure.
so what percentage is it?
She is
Okay.
probably eons old and been practicing her sex craft for as long as she's been existing.
Extra erotic telling, which is always exciting.
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
Shower after D&D when Vivian goes and fucks something.
Well, maybe I can distract them and they can get to the cultist if I go after the succubus and keep her distracted.
It would definitely be an interesting turn of events.
If Vivian fucks the succubus,
Yep, basically they end up in some kind of Japanese manga-style sex battle.
I mean, I'm down for it. Let's
I have,
do it.
yeah, I have extra endurance.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Vivian,
I wanna
Vivian,
hear- I wanna hear Sir Patrick's-
I want to see her try.
Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna go distract the succubus by having sex with the succubus.
Okay. So one action simply moves you into the room.
Okay.
On you entering the room, the succubus drops the fear aura.
It knows. It knows a slut when it sees one. It's millennial, baby.
Duchess
So
Duchess is in the chat and she goes,
sees you,
meow.
You're a priestess of Calistria, the goddess of lust. If there was any god that this demon kind of might be okay with,
It's
it would be
yours.
Calistria.
Fantastic.
So, she is now focused on you.
Good.
Sex battle!
So, you have locked eyes with the succubus, and you have 2 more actions.
Well, we're about to lock legs, so
Okay.
We're fucking dead.
Take down the succubus single-handedly, Vivian. Faith in you.
Single vaginally.
thanks. I really don't have faith in Vivian, but this is 100% in character and doesn't exactly detriment the party. Just, go after the cult leader while I got the succubus.
Yes, this is 100% in character. You are correct.
So, Vivian steps up. Winter, do you want me to take over and tell the story?
Yes, please.
Okay. Vivian, with full control of her faculties, but her lust raging inside of her, steps up to the succubus. And with no weapons in hand, no magical spells charging within her aura, she just reaches out and caresses the succubus's face. Now the succubus, this is the middle of a battle. They're used to, fighters who they've used their magical seduction on to come and react like this. Having somebody do it of their own volition hold it, wait, what? They're a little surprised. and so she hesitates. She does not react, and does not immediately attack you as you just reach out to caress her. She will take a step back away from everybody else, with Vivian just moving right along with her, as she stumbles a little bit over the curtains that Thwack is tangled up in.
Fucking Thwack.
Tripping, let's see here. Yep. She manages to trip over those curtains and land on the cultist's bed.
Let's get it on.
Okay, the end of your turn, Vivian and the succubus are laying on the bed. Vivian's kind of crawling up on in a seductive fashion with those eyes. Somehow, during the walk across the slow walk, Vivian managed to shrug off her priestly robes, and they are now laying on the floor at the foot of the bed. You lose the armor class provided you by those robes, but they're now no longer in the way.
Fabulous. Also, Duchess said, "Get her with your magic pussy."
Alright.
That's Calistria.
Okay, so actually, next up is the succubus. It's her turn.
Oh shit.
So, regaining a little bit of her sense, and it's like, okay, this is what I'm about. I'm going for it. And she rolls a nat 1.
So she just gets taken advantage of?
So her attempt to mentally charm you using her spell just simply fails.
Hey, don't take it personally. I literally, fuck to God, there is nothing that can get me to that level of high that I want. Yeah.
So having said this, the succubus takes that as a personal challenge.
Woo!
Nobody else here is, since you kind of backed her onto the bed, is, paying much attention to her until such time as, either the succubus kills you or you're both smoking a joint afterwards. I don't know which. But you have successfully distracted the succubus for this round. Thwack manages to extricate himself out of the curtains, looks over, and sees you buck-ass naked on the bed. Oh, by the way, the succubus did magic away her own clothes. Because,
Amazing.
if we're going all in. So, he looks over, shakes his head, and charges towards the demonologist who summoned up the succubus. Let's see, what's the armor class? His attack is not quite enough to bypass the demonologist's defenses. Alright. Because he had to get up and attack, that's all of his moves. The demonologist is baffled and confused at the turn of events with his summoned up demon. Let's see, with a whip of his hands, he casts another spell, slinging an acid arrow right into Caradan's chest. Caradan takes how much damage? Big spell, 3d8.
Look at my penis drawing. It's coming along so cutely.
Caradan takes 17 points of acid damage, and there's clearly some persistent damage going to happen as well.
That is perfect.
With the distraction of the arrow hitting Caradan, he will also he flings another spell, this one at Thwack. Who, for a moment, Thwack just kind of goes into slow motion, but is able to shake it off and resume a normal motion. So he's going to be slowed for this next round.
Gotcha.
All right, Molly's turn. Not really caring about the demon who Vivian has engaged with, will step up and also go after the demonologist. Delivering actually a successful blow
Yay!
with her, because remember, there were two axes. She just happened to sling one over her back.
Yep.
The other one's still embedded in the door frame right now.
Yep, she's using what she's got.
Yep. Alright. She manages to put a good hit onto the demonologist with her the axe she's acquired. Alright, Sephi, your turn.
Alright, let's do.
Sephi.
So is my critter willing to come out from behind the wall now?
Probably not.
You can make another will save.
Okay.
You'll use one. You could try to use one of your actions to coax them and give them another will save.
Okay. I will do that then. And they got a. Let me check.
Oh, never mind. The fear aura was ended when Vivian put her hands on him, and so
Yeah, that's what I think.
basically the fear shakes off, so you don't even have to do the will save.
Well, yeah. Word. Then, I am going to. Get this. I might try one more electric arc. Just to do it.
Are you going to try and hit the demons?
No, the demon.
The
Is there
summoner?
more than one demon? I thought it was only succubus.
There's a demonologist, the succubus, and the demonologist, the guy who summoned her.
Demonologist then.
Okay.
Okay, got an at one, so.
Okay. Let's see.
No more electric arc for you. You keep getting nat ones on those.
I'm done with it. I'm like, obviously someone somewhere does not want me using electric arc, so.
Not today.
So the curtain to the left, on your right-hand side,
Mhm.
your electric arc shoots through that and ends up hitting the bathing pool that was back behind there.
Amazing.
Hmm.
So The bathing pool is crackling with electrical energy right now. I do not
Well, then we
recommend
have my
sticking
time.
your toe in it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay, Tatiana.
No, my kitty cat.
Oh, sorry.
This is my
Kitty
kitty
cat.
cat's last turn on Earth. Oh. So I'm gonna give it my last action. So it gets 3 actions. And it's going to pounce for the first action into a bite. For for 17.
17 does not hit.
Okay, well it's gonna try a claw attack for 21.
21 does not hit. Hold it.
Try one more
Sorry.
bite.
It does hit because they are flanked now by their position versus Thwack.
Yay, yay, yay. So then the demonologist takes 5 points of damage. And they're gonna go for one more bite. For 23 points of damage. 23 to hit.
23 to hit. Does
Yeah.
not hit. Alright. Next up. Yosefi Tatiana.
Me. I wish I could push somebody in the fucking pool, but that's not gonna happen. They're not close enough.
And I was like, I'm gonna throw that piece of knowledge away for if any enemy gets towards the pool.
So the succubus gets persistent damage, and I might need to double check this because I wrote it down as 2d6 persistent, but I don't know if that's right.
For which spell?
Blistering invective.
Okay.
I have them screenshotted on my phone. I can pull it up really quick.
Oh, you do have the choice to end that, which might be advantageous because additional damage might pull her out of Vivian's embrace.
Well, alright, so if I have the opportunity to cancel that, then I'll be like, clearly Vivian is taking care of it with her vagina. I'll move on.
Okay.
And I will go for the demonologist that summoned the succubus. We're gonna go for, what are we gonna do this time? That's a really good question. What am I going to do?
I'm more pleasant when you don't eat the husk. I'm more pleasant when you don't eat the husk.
Oh no.
I mean, they weren't bad. The husk was fine. They're much like,
Very tough.
yeah.
Well,
Okay, I'm not gonna use. Alright. We're gonna go for produce flame for a large number of 33.
33 hits.
4 plus 3.
Not quite an autocrit.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
And Vesta will move up and do a bite.
Actually, Vesta can even circle around behind
Okay.
so that they're surrounding the demonologist.
Vesta is gonna bite for 30.
30 hits.
8 points of damage. And a second bite for only 16. So I'm assuming that's a no.
No hit.
Okay. And that's the end of our turn.
Alright. Back to Vivian and the succubus.
I mean, how are we doing?
Alright. Vivian.
Yep.
Let's see. Roll me a constitution.
Constitution.
Or a fortitude saving throw.
Can I do will?
Nope. This is very purely physical moments.
20.
Okay. You're giving pretty well to the succubus as the two of you writhe on the bed. You're exploring and finding her erogenous zones, while she is also working you over. Clearly, she has eons of experience, and not just with men who are her usual fare, but also with women, and hell, she might have even done a leaf one time.
Amazing.
Deeply interested now.
Gender, leaf.
You could do a leaf?
Amazing.
Her hands are roaming across your skin, giving you sensations you have never experienced before. They're not quite the same as when the avatar of the god, decided to have their way with you for a hot Saturday night. No, this is a combination of back and forth between the gentle caresses and the rough, controlling sexuality. Nibbles and bites. You do actually even take 2 points of damage from her fangs as she sinks them into your shoulder. Now, roll me a religion check.
Okay. I got hold on. $34.
Okay. You are very well aware that this is an appropriate time for you to call upon the aid of your goddess.
I am going to call upon the aid of my goddess.
Go, Buff, go.
Duchess!
That's it. Your time to shine.
So, Callistria apparently wasn't paying attention at the moment,
Oh
turns
no.
her eye to you, and sees what's going on. And she is heavily amused.
I bet.
Yeah.
And you feel just a touch, just a trickle, the merest bit of her essence enter you. This is not just like her granting you a spell. This is the merest amount of what it must be to be an avatar of your goddess.
Ooh.
But your physical body isn't enough to really take on that full presence of the god. So she's just, giving you the barest hint, and it's overwhelming. The strength and stamina and knowledge of sexual practices is intoxicating. So the activity between you and the succubus is continuing to increase. Give me another fortitude save with an additional +10 on whatever the hell you normally get.
Okay.
Alright.
Girl, you better roll decent.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I got hold on.
Now what? No. Too much it.
I'm full right now. I just heated up some carrots I was about to grab.
I got
There's
39.
noodles. That's a nice size.
All right.
The noodles.
You beat her, and it is you that drives her to orgasm first.
Oh damn.
Running your hands all over her most intimate spots, you find that apparently a succubus's erogenous zones are
Food for yourself.
more
But I put
intense,
one into chickens.
more accessible,
Hey, thank you for taking out the
there,
trash.
and you know the average mortal's barely going to get a succubus off. You're clearly no average mortal when it comes to the bed. She throws her head back in passion and ecstasy as she comes and has a screaming orgasm.
Woohoo!
Everyone in the room, give me a fortitude saving throw for the high-pitched scream.
26! Wait, yeah, I counted that right. Does Vesta
mine
need
would
one?
be a 24.
Not 20.
Yeah, of course you got a nat 20.
Well,
Your
okay,
baby-
you
Human
Vivian
orgasm.
didn't need one simply because she's the one making her scream. The leopard is startled and fades out of existence.
Bye!
Hi, baby. You done did well.
All right, give me that saving throw for Vesta.
Vesta didn't do very well. She got 11.
Okay, it's not a critical failure.
Thank goodness.
So, Vesta, you through your link with your familiar, you feel that she is both incredibly aroused and terrified simultaneously as she takes
Gross.
Sound about right.
I'm not into bestiality.
4 points of mental damage.
Alright.
That's why you took the
So
4
is-
points of mental damage.
Is mental damage different than regular damage?
No, only if it only involves if there's resistances.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't have a resistance to mental. She has it for her immunities are bleed, fire, paralyze, poison, sleep.
Yep, nope.
Okay. Thank you.
So apparently, being exposed to a succubus's orgasm is traumatic to most people.
And animals.
The undead don't
You're
care.
causing it.
Poor Vesta.
So, Vivian, you had a critical success defeating her to her orgasm, which means you are really in control of this sexual encounter. You have her pinned down to the bed and panting and wanting more. Going from simply stroking and fondling and fingering, you decided that this point is where you want to get some pleasure of your own, and flip over and place your sex ready at her hungry mouth.
Sit on her face, fucking smother her.
I don't know if you could sexually smother a succubus, but it's worth a try.
Squish her with your thighs.
Man, what a way to go. What a way to go.
The succubus also, she realizes that you're winning,
Hey, what are you eating?
and
That organ.
definitely puts her all into give
Gross.
you pleasure as well. Give me another
It is.
fortitude
Don't eat
save.
that.
But I'm here for this.
You're so cute.
Your breast stinks.
19.
Ah, she beats you on this one.
Or do I still get the plus 10 from Callistria?
Oh, you still get that plus 10.
Oh, 29.
Okay, she beats you, but only by a little bit.
Okay.
So the charm spell she was trying to cast through sexual activity does not go off.
Hmm.
She's trying to push her will on you, and your beating her is definitely working. Okay,
Hmm.
on to Thwack.
So,
Thwack unfortunately fumbles his weapon and is disarmed while facing off against the cultist.
Oh, roll.
The demonologist manages to get off another spell, and this one makes him shimmer and blur as if he's vibrating at high speeds, and it's going to be much more difficult to hit him.
whack.
Mm. Oh, probably not enough. That's a 9. 20 for occultism to see if I understand any of what's going on.
He just cast the spell Blur.
Okay.
And he manages to cast another spell, an acid splash,
Oof.
which he directs at Molly. Though seeing the glob of acid come her direction, she manages to dodge out of the way.
Oh, goody.
Okay. In response, she takes another swing and delivers a powerful hit to the demonologist. He is quite wounded and not in good shape. Let's see, back to the top of the round, Seppi.
Okey-doke. cast Searing Light.
Okay.
Omichi almost dead over there. Oh, I'm gonna use my hero point for roll. Oh, it's a cool one. Oh, net 20. Oh,
Okay.
Woo!
This does. Let me just pull up a dice roller here real quick. This does. Hold on. What did you Google? Oh, this is not on Google. Hang on. See what happened? That's wrong. Okay. And it's not a fiend or a undead, correct?
No, the fiend's over on the bed.
Word. It works better on the fiend, but I feel they're a bit busy, so I'll leave them
Well,
alone.
this is a demonologist who has pretty much sold its soul to a demon, so it may have additional impact.
Okay, like 1d6 additionally?
Well, tell me what you got. Go from there.
Well, basically, if it's a fiend or undead, you deal an extra d6 of damage.
We'll give you an extra 2 points.
Okay. So it would be 17,
Okay.
and then double fire damage.
All right. So, this ray of searing light manages to just skitter past Caradan, who it would have really fucked up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been nat 20, you might have had a little bit risky there.
Worth the little-
But this ray of light strikes the demonologist, and they are staggered, heavily wounded, and they call out, "Master, save me!"
No, just for you.
And this guttural voice issues from the demonologist's own mouth. "You're pathetic. With all the power I give you, this is what you do with it? You're not worth saving. In fact," you see the demonologist's eyes start to burn.
Amazing.
Literal fire.
Woohoo!
And he's shaking and shuddering. Tatiana, being an expert on fire, there's something erupting inside of him.
No, sucks for that guy.
And anyone in the near vicinity.
Oh, that's not good. Run,
Oh.
Vesta!
I need a reflex saving throw from Vesta, Caradan, Molly, and Thwack.
Yep.
18.
Vivian?
You didn't ask for mine.
Caradan.
No, it's Caradan.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
You said fortitude or
Reflex.
reflex? 15.
Okay. Nobody makes it.
No.
all of those individuals named take 18 points of fire as the demonologist explodes.
Okay, well, doesn't
Basically, a fireball went off inside of him.
Vesta is immune to fire,
Yup, she's immune to fire.
so she gets no damage?
She gets no damage.
Does she get any healing?
I only did because Jeremy's like,
Let's see.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, for whatever reason, this demonic fire, while it doesn't hurt her, it does not heal her.
Fair. I'll take it. Gaia, who are you yelling at?
Okay. All right. So, the demonologist is gone, and yet Vivian remains entangled in the bed with the succubus.
Ooh,
Well, Vivian's a crazy person.
agree.
The passionate throes are enough to be arousing to just about anyone.
I'll move.
Any individual with a sex drive in the vicinity needs to make a will save.
Like,
Do you, as a plant, have a sex drive?
I'm like kind of, I don't think it would be triggered by this necessarily.
Yeah, you're like,
Humanoid coitus,
yeah.
not some sexy plant coitus.
So Tiana got a 25. And
While what's going on over there is arousing, it is not paralyzed that you're having to stop and watch.
Not paralyzingly horny.
Right. Molly, on the other hand, she is mesmerized watching what's going on in the bed.
you lesbian! I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what happened?
Black starts making motions to go and join.
Flack, stop!
Though Molly does manage to grab him and just lift him up off the ground.
Incredible.
And then Molly and Flack start fucking. 'Cause that'd be pretty funny. A fucking half ogre, half hill giant, and a fucking goblin.
No, she just, while she's mesmerized and not doing much else, she doesn't want Thwack to get in the middle of her voyeuristic fun.
Again, lesbian.
Lesbian. Don't need you back.
I don't want to see your dick. Get out of here.
Actually, she just rolled so badly that even though it's not her gender preference, it doesn't matter. Alright,
She's not a lesbian?
She likes
well,
dick.
she wasn't before this. Afterwards,
Oh, not me.
She might have to question herself.
Alright. Vivian, give me another Constitution save. Fortitude save. The effects for the goddess have not worn off.
37.
Okay. That's a critical success.
Ooh.
Once again, while she is trying to dominate you and drive you to orgasm and break your brain through sex, not many people have fucked a god or been fucked by a god, so her ability to do this, you know, she's coming in the second best you've ever had.
I don't know. That's still not very good.
Let's see, on the scale of comparing her with a deity,
She's gotta be pretty up there.
actually, she is coming in at about 85%.
Not terrible, but like
It's the closest you've ever gotten.
You've
Yeah.
been you've been searching that high for the last couple of weeks since your encounter with the avatar, and
They're so cute. I love them.
this is the best
Yeah.
that you have found.
For now.
After a few more rounds of screaming, panting, rough, bitey sex, that's leaving bruises on both of you, the third orgasm goes to the succubus as she screams and is consumed by her own lust.
Oh.
Her brain is frazzled
Look at my dick pic.
and she is not ready to have any further action. You've actually managed to wear her out.
ooh,
So instead of just keeping her distracted, you, with the aid of your goddess, managed to sexually defeat a succubus.
Yay! Good job!
Woohoo!
Vivian
So-
single-handedly defeated the succubus.
I'm going to dedicate that to Callistria.
You
Cool.
hear in your voice. You hear inside of your ear. Damn right you do. So, the succubus begins to fade out as the powers that kept her here are no longer holding her. But as she pulls you into one final embrace, she gives you one of her names. It's not her true name, but it is a name by which you could summon her if you found the right spells. She'd be giving you her digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, GGTF.
Ew.
I mean, to be fair, not every day human out orgasms. It's such a yeah.
Now, if Callistria hadn't shown up, it's very improbable that Vivian would have been able to defeat the succubus, as opposed to maybe keeping her distracted for a little while.
No, makes sense.
But
Vivian's not actually a sex god, as much as
Right.
she kind of acts like one.
she just works for one.
Mm-hmm.
So, the succubus's name that she gives you is Alina.
Actually, Jeremy dated a stripper with that same name.
Get the fuck out.
Wow.
Yeah. Fun fact. I'm like, Alina, oh, that's the
So hold
stripper
it.
that's been dating for a while.
We've murdered and eviscerated Jeremy.
Yeah, there's a Jeremy character that got gutted.
Oh no, Jeremy.
So Jeremy.
Now we're bringing in his ex.
Yeah. Jeremy's, your life is playing out a little different in this campaign, Jeremy.
Yep.
But I think like she still sends pictures of her cats. It's like, hey, she doesn't do much. It's nice, kinda.
All right. Now, with the demonologist dead, both Molly and Vivian feel the oath of vengeance partially allayed. This demonologist was apparently, what Molly tells you, was one of the two casters involved in the ritual that transformed her into the reptiloid mutated creature that she was cursed with. But she says that there was another figure standing over her on the altar during this ritual. She does recognize that room that you were in as where it happened.
Makes sense.
So there is one. That is definitely one of the two people responsible for the curse that was placed on her. Vivian, as the goddess' little bit of essence fades from you, you are worn out.
I bet.
Your activity, as well as just channeling the god's power, leaves you drained.
Big sleepy.
Big sleepy. But not so much that you won't be able to function in a few minutes, but for right now, you've got rubber legs.
That's fair.
Alright. Everyone give me a perception check.
I got
30.
a 20. Stephanie got a 29.
Okay, a 30 and a 29.
I got
You don't get nothing.
Okay.
You're laying there staring at the ceiling, panting.
Is the ceiling pretty?
They really could have done with something more than just carved stone. I mean, they really could have done something, painted something.
I mean, you're an interior decorator, Winter, so you could be like sitting there contemplating how they could decorate the ceiling.
I already
did
am. 2 steps
They
ahead of you.
paneled the walls with a light wood,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't do anything with the ceiling.
Okay.
The 30, 29, and 26 that Thwack got is enough for, as you look around the room, there is a panel in the wood paneling over in the southeast corner that's slightly ajar.
I will.
There's a secret door that's sitting partially open, as if someone rushed through it and didn't get it properly closed behind them before an axe slammed into the door and blew it inward. So, there's a secret door down here, and need to update the kill list here. August. Okay,
Phone!
what do you do?
Loot the bodies.
He has to do some looting, some body looting, some room looting.
Okay, well, the demonologist, there's not much left.
He got burnt.
Yeah, the leather armor that he was wearing and the staff that he was using, while there are runes carved into it, it was shattered when he exploded. And only thing that's left on him are things that are basically made out of metal and not particularly susceptible to
That was
explosions.
got a little too fun.
Got
it. Still line all over.
So on his wrists on either side, he has a set of metal bracers made out of a deep black metal that has been polished and has some what looks like infernal runes carved on them.
Sounds like that's up my alley.
It does sound like it's up your alley. I was thinking that, I'm like, that sounds like a Tatiana item if I've ever heard one.
In a heavily scorched pouch that was hanging out from his hip, there are shattered vials of what was probably some potions and some coin.
Queen. Hey, you guys want to see my dick pic?
Oh my goodness, you've gotten so far on it. It looks so
It's so
cute.
pretty.
I'm finished.
I love it.
The little white spaces I left on purpose.
Well,
Word.
we
Yeah,
have
gotta get that
been
big-
painting. We have been playing for about 3 hours.
This one was an easy coloring versus the last one I did. The last
very-
one, this one had a lot of small spaces.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm like, that one was pretty intricate.
Yeah, this one took a long time. This one did not take anywhere near as long because it was large spaces. And because it's a chibi peen and him's cute.
I know penis does.
Yeah.
They'll have
Look.
penis.
All right.
My chibi peen went on an adventure.
Oh, adorable.
17 gold,
17 gold.
4 silver, and 5 electrum.
What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I need to write it all down.
Like it's $1 million bill.
No, it's not $1 million bill. It's kind of a
17
coin
gold.
between silver and gold.
Oh, okay.
It's more like the $2 bill.
What? I got 17 gold.
7 silver,
Okay.
and let's just say that's 17 gold and 17 silver.
Okay.
That makes it easier.
That's fair. 17 silver. Okay. And the succubus disappeared. And while we're looting the room, do we find anything else might be important? I got a 20 for perception. It's not very
Okay.
high.
There, in this room, there is a bookcase that's over by. Actually, it's more of a desk that's over by the table
Okay.
to the north end. There's a chest next to the bed. There is a bookcase over on the southwest part of the wall, and then of course there's the whole bathing pool setup in the northeast corner.
Okay.
Which are you going to search?
Bookcase, desk area, and the north.
Okay. The bookcase does contain books on demonology. So various tomes. Some of them are quite blasphemous and heretical. Some that, just by reading them might induce some madness. But
My
there's a lot of information
God
about
is-
demons and demons, aberrations, and there are some rituals and so forth.
I'll take it.
Pardon?
I'll take it.
That might be good to get your hot
She's-
take back.
She's looking, but you gotta kind of specify which one you're gonna take. I just am curious. My god that I follow, he's not much of a demon, is he?
No, he is a dragon god.
That's what I thought. Okay. Well, if I see anything specifically about fire, anything that catches my eye, I'll take that book.
There will be one book, specifically the title is about demon fire.
Okay.
And it is a scholarly book trying to draw the parallels between how demon fire differs from elemental fire.
Interesting.
Who knows?
Um,
Not a bad idea to learn about that.
There is
Then we'll find out if I'm demon or elemental.
a book on the shelf that does also specifically it is focused on learning to read and speak the demonic tongues.
Ooh.
So it's basically a language primer.
I might take the language primer since y'all are taking the other two sets of books.
I mean, we can all like.
We can
we can
share, of
swap 'em.
course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you thinking that you're gonna follow a demon, Steffi? I mean,
I'm just thinking that we've run into a lot of demons, and being able to speak their language might be useful.
Being
Like the rest of the books, I'm like,
learning infernal
I don't
or
have a
abysmal.
fucking demon girlfriend like some people, and I don't do things with fire like other people. So you know what? I can learn a language instead.
I can talk with demons. Yee!
Exactly.
So there's a book on demonic languages, abyssal and infernal. There is a book on the nature of demons. There's a book on the nature of aberrations.
Yeah, I'll take that. I just want the language one.
I'll take the nature of demons.
Okay, and there is a book of demonic rituals.
I'll take that one.
Summon your girlfriend. Summon your cyber's girlfriend.
All right.
Yeah, I hope you wrote her name down, because I fucking didn't. She wasn't trying to give me her name.
Sephi, what do you want to search?
This bookshelf. I mean, is there anything like bedside table?
It's a chest that's next to the bed.
Can I open it?
It is locked.
Can I call Quack over and see if he can pick it?
It takes Thwack a couple of tries, but he does manage to pick the lock.
Yeah.
Opening it inside, you find an entire rack of those potions that they were using for the frenzy. So there's a dozen of those frenzy potions.
I mean, if Molly just wants to write that down in her general thing, we probably could sell them.
What
for
is it?
nothing, really.
A
dozen.
dozen more of the frenzied rage potions.
Got it.
Like,
Also-
I'm sure the magic at the price of market.
There's also 4 potions that you've also seen before. The ones the cultists used to create the reflective magic effect.
Hmm.
So this potion gives you a percentage chance of bouncing back any targeted magic in a random direction.
Cool.
Which means if you're standing too close to an ally, it might hit them.
Fair.
Or it might hit a wall or go back at your enemy. You don't know where it's gonna go.
I mean, there's 4 of them, right?
Yes.
We each take one then, including Quack.
There is a smaller locked chest in the inside of this larger chest as well.
Give it your all, Quack. Forget it.
It's clearly the money box.
Woohoo!
852 gold.
Woo!
Payday!
Yup. Let's see. There are also 4 scrolls tucked away in this box. They will take a little bit more perusal to find out what they are.
Got it.
We'll put this in the general bank of goods then. Let's just salt Tiana.
Hold on a second. Need to go check on Bobby.
Okay.
Tell her she did a good job. Giving Vivian the powers to succeed.
Yeah, her back has been really, really bad. She's not doing well today.
Send him goodbye. Much love.
Have a kiss? Give me a kiss. No, give me a real kiss.
Yeah,
No, give me a real kiss. Come on, you want this? Give me a kiss. Give me a real kiss. We're so close. Come on. Give me a kiss. Oh, fine. I'll take your fucking peck of a kiss.
Oh,
We're going to go to lunch. I don't have a full hat, but I'm sure she got one of those, like, all out.
like such good.
Yeah. You should get one of those. I'm going to get them. How do you use that one?
Let me check what I have because I have a derby hat that most of the flowers have fallen off of. If I still have it, I'd be happy to give it to you and you could put lavender flowers on it.
Okay.
It's just plain brown. Cover it. Yeah. If you want to match it with that, yeah. I'll let you know. I'll look at my hat box when I get back. Like, that's where I got it.
All about the first star.
Yo, I've been loving it. But I got a hat box because my church that I was when I was still lived at my parents' house. They'd have a white elephant sale, and then everything sells would go to the dumpster, so you just wait until after the white elephant sale. I got a whole sewing table out of that thing once. 7 TV trays.
Yeah, it's been a real thing. I really love those squares and there and all the
Yeah, they're lovely. They're quick as shit. So, well, that's one of the things we got was I got a very nice message. So I'm happy with that one. Somewhat. There's a lot of hats that are in a box because I have all my great grandmother's hats as well. That's what, but yeah, cool. That's what I'm probably going to want to hurt my great grandmother's one if I can get to work with you years. Yeah, I had like a mesh one that I wore, or not a mesh, but like straw. That was like white, little like straw beret. And it worked really well because the like clip on here, so I just kind of clipped it through the straw really gently, and it didn't like break it or anything, and they looked really good. Like you can't catch the compliment to me, and that's not easy to get hurt into. So it was really cool. But I'm like, hopefully the pink hat either have back far enough on my head that doesn't get in the way, or I can like kind of loop it in the lace. Make some brown ears in the lace.
If anybody wants the ears
So,
with the sharp
for all of our viewers, give us just a minute, guys. We will be right back.
That's the secret door that is standing slightly open. That you
Secret.
spotted.
Well, now we have to go. Though.
So you still have not finished. You haven't looked through the desk or the bathing area.
Let's do that first then.
Is the bathing area still electric? Cuss.
Little zippy.
Electrified? No, the pool, the charge from the spell has worn off.
Okay, cool.
No longer is it zippy.
So I believe it was Vivian's turn to search something. What are you gonna go look at?
What's available to search?
There's the desk or the bathing pool.
I'll search the bathing pool.
Okay. As Vivian saunters across the room, buck-ass naked,
Incredible.
to check out the bathing area, it's actually nicely appointed. It somehow there's a stone in the bottom of the large sunken tub that is keeping the whole thing warm. It has a slight glow to it.
Fire.
It's too hot to grab, but there are a set of metal tongs sitting next to a little metal box on the edge of the pool.
Metal tongs?
Tongs, grab something with.
Okay.
Thongs, yes. I'm just kidding.
Little fun.
The
Chastity,
chastity
baby.
belt. If you want to torture Vivian, put her in a chastity belt.
Please
Right.
don't. She would not be happy.
No.
So, picking the rock up with the metal pincher things, the tongs, and putting it in the box manages to insulate it to where it's safe to handle. This stone is somehow probably been summoned from the demi-plane of lava, a cross between the plane of fire and the plane of earth. And it has a perpetual seed of fire inside of it.
Next Sunday with the yeah, we want to go.
Now, they're just using it to keep their bath hot. There might be other things that you could use it for.
Ooh, okay. Cool.
But yes, today was the photo shoot.
Now, next to the bathtub, there are 4 vials of something, and then a 5th bottle that's sitting a little ways away from the other vials.
Can I
It
tell
is
what they are?
slightly larger than the others. Picking them up and sniffing at them, the first 4 are bath oils. They're not bad smelling. It looks like they enjoy their creature comforts. Just like there's, some nice soap and, a back brush. It's clearly a very nice bathing setup. The larger bottle, however, is made of crystal and has a silver band around the neck that also has some runes engraved into the silver.
Okay.
You can be fairly sure that this bottle is somehow magical.
I'll take it.
Okay. And let's see. That leaves the desk. So, Thwack and Molly will go and rifle the desk. Inside, they find a journal written by, and I kind of flowing feminine kind of hands, Ella Dawn, Eladonna is the name of the person. Kind of like Belladonna, but drop the B.
But she ain't no big
Yep.
thing.
Um,
I'm happy.
it is a
Yeah.
journal of apparently her time leading this cult.
Interesting.
And it'll take a little bit of time to peruse, but what you find is that somehow she was contacted by some creature. Let's see, I've got to find my notes here.
Cthulhu.
The name is not Cthulhu. Let's see. Oh, come on. Where is that? Sea Lord Kalamatri. From what you can figure out by reading the journal, is that this is some form of a elder god, demon, something that is imprisoned in a sunken temple. And from the descriptions, it's probably in the strait off of the shore of the capital. This creature has contacted Eladonna and given her some touch of power that she has formed this cult in the goal of freeing this Kalamatri from the prison that she is held in. It does continuously refer to this demon thing as a she. It's always using the feminine pronoun. It goes on to detail how one of the rituals that have been imparted upon the high priestess is that the transformation of mortals and men into the Falgan. So that ritual that you interrupted was most likely going to be someone their humanity being sacrificed and being turned into one of the Falgan. But the goal has been to acquire enough people and resources and spells to be able to get to the temple and break the seals holding Kalamatri in place. Otherwise, in the desk, you find a little bit more gold. This is apparently more of the petty cash than their treasury. There's about 52 gold and 20 silver.
Okie doke. I wrote it down.
There is a small dagger here,
Hmm.
wavy like the others that you've seen the cultists using.
Mm-hmm.
Only this one is far more ornate.
Hmm.
The handle is inlaid with jade. The hilt with onyx. And the metal of the blade is, you can't quite make out what it's made out of. It's not steel. And it's clearly not a cold iron or anything else that you're familiar with.
Hmm.
There are another 3 scrolls sitting here. And let's see. Lastly, there is a book. It looks like a harbor master's log. Showing it to Molly, she can clearly tell you that this is a copy of the harbor master's log of all the ships coming and going, what their cargoes are, and other important shipping information. This kind of information is invaluable to pirates because it lets them know what ships are worth taking as a prize and which ones aren't.
Tulia! Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we should go take over some ships, man. I want Tulia to come back.
I know, right?
That'd be fun.
Julia.
Follow Tulia to fucking be a pirate. Let's all become pirates now.
So, alright, it's coming up on 9 o'clock. Let's call it there for tonight.
I'm thinking so, because I need to still drive home.
Yeah.
Alright. Good night.
Wait, did we loot those bodies?
And I'll see if I can warm Christina into being our regular.
Good night.
Bye. Night night, y'all. Stay tight. Don't let snow bite.
Sir Patrick, did we loot those bodies you just got rid of?
What was that?
Did we loot the bodies you just got rid of?
Oh, no, we did not. So, going back to the swordswoman.
Yep.
She has a very fancy sword. Most likely magical. Very much of an Eastern design.
Okay.
She's also wearing, underneath her clothes, underneath the silk robe she was wearing, was a half plate suit of armor. That's actually really nice.
Okay.
She also has 3 potions in her pouch, none of which are similar to the others.
Okay.
Let's see, and there is a brass ring on her right hand that looks interesting.
Anything special I can tell about it?
Looking at it, once you pull it off of her finger, there are runes carved to the inside.
Got it.
And finally, she's also wearing a a circlet is made out of welded chain, so it does it so that it kind of maintains its shape, but it looks like chain. And with a small ruby at the center of the forehead.
Interesting. I'll have someone else have to do detect magic on it when we get
Yep.
there.
Okay. The other between the other cultists and so forth that you killed, let's see. You will say. Between the other, 4 cultists, there is about 15 gold more between all of them.
Got it.
Okay,
Sweet.
cultists.
We got a lot of loot off them. Woohoo. And a lot of fucking gold.
Yep. Okay.
That everything?
Yes.
Cool. Well, thanks to all the viewers for tuning in and hanging out this evening.
Sorry, I missed one thing.
Oh, did we?
The knives, some of the knives that the cook was throwing
Yeah.
look more like they're intended for fighting than cooking.
Okay.
So he had 3 out of those 6 knives that he threw are definitely throwing knives.
Nice.
And
That's fun.
And they might be particularly high quality ones.
Would it be a possibility at some point for me to maybe take throwing knives and either study my magic enough that I could put my magic to them, or have a magic person put magic to them so that they're fiery throwing knives? So that'd be cool.
It would be possible to research how to do that. I'll have to look into what those rules would look like.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, because that would be kind of neat to be throwing knives of fire.
Yep.
So, sweet. I got it all written down. And, thank you all for tuning in and hanging out this evening. I have probably an hour or so before I'm going to head off to bed, so I might swap over and play a little bit of the Outer Worlds before I say goodnight. Don't forget that tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be playing Pathfinder 2E as my Dhampir character, so I hope you guys tune in and hang out. And I hope you guys got your taxes done, and your stimulus hits real soon, and you get to spoil yourself for just a little bit, even if it just means paying your electric bill. That's still spoiling yourself in this day and age. So take care of you, and we'll see you guys later.